Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are we today?
Are we live?
G'day. Are we live?
Are we? No, we're not live yet.
Oh, not live. Oh.
I thought we were. Oh, actually. Hold on a sec.
Boys?
What?
Yeah. There's nothing.
There's nothing. Shit. Okay. That's all right. I'll have a look at the Hawthorn game after the show. There'll be plenty of seats down there.
How about
There is
Hawthorn?
something.
Huh? Richmond.
Let me look.
Richmond Hawthorn, there'll be plenty.
Is that Marvel?
Huh?
Marvel? No.
I think it's at MCG.
It is.
Are we live?
Are we?
Are we? Hang on, let me go and have a look.
I don't think we are.
Don't think we are? Hang on, let me see.
Ah. There's a lot for Hawthorn Richmond.
Yeah. Yeah, we are live, Chris.
Oh, shit. We're live.
G'day, welcome to everybody on YouTube. How are we going? Welcome to the podcast on this Tuesday night. I am King of the North. Chris C is just in another universe tonight, but didn't know we were live. And the Prince, Johnny Carlton. How are we, boys?
Good, mate. How are you?
Some guy go sort my life out. Yeah, I should.
How long have we been live for?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably 10 minutes. How's everybody in the chat? Good to see everybody in the chat as well. Thanks for joining us tonight. We are doing the review of the weekend's footy, and we're also doing our tips for round 8 as well. So yeah. Thanks to everybody. I want to just give a big thank you to everybody again this last weekend for giving us big numbers for the YouTube channel. Welcome to TikTok as well. G'day guys in TikTok, and yeah, we got lots of new subscribers, and we had lots of people viewing. So really appreciate your support for the channel, and yeah, it was really good. What's happening, boys? Tell us. How was your weekend, and how was the footy, Chrissy?
You want to know how I feel?
Yeah, why not? You got the win?
Got the win. Yeah, we'll take the 4 points, but
Wait, is the camera on me?
yeah. You
Oh,
look
okay.
wild. You look amazing, man.
Thanks.
You do. New fade, everything. So yeah,
You look
killing it.
amazing.
I thought it was just on you. I was gonna do something, but all good. Keep going.
I was at the game, King, as you know, and
I
was
did.
just
Yep.
absolutely disgusted in the way it was umpired. Absolutely disgusted. We should have won by at least 6 goals. That's my opinion.
Yep.
Don't care what anyone else
Yep.
says.
Yep.
They got 6 goals, pretty much 6 goals, probably more,
Yep.
direct from umpires. 50.
That's
There was a few-
ridiculous.
There was a few. They had a few too, but they weren't near the goals. Like, yeah, there was a few shit calls on both ends.
Yep.
But yeah, just ridiculous, man. Some of the calls were, and it was not just for North Melbourne. It was for both. It was for both teams. It was for both teams.
Yeah.
Like, it's just shit umpired game. Let the game play out, man. Like, it was. Look, it's good to get the 4 points, but they destroyed it, man. They destroyed the game. Absolutely destroyed it. I thought Ollie Lord was really good for us up forward. I thought he provided a target, and I really liked his game, actually. So he's becoming one of those players that we just keep chipping away, and he's getting better and better each week. So I'm really happy with him. Thought Pal Pepper had a great game up forward. Like, his energy was unreal. And Butters, man, he just makes the team a different team when he's in there. He's just a gun. He had 15 disposals or something during that first quarter. We just look like a different team with him in there, and let's cross my fingers he doesn't go anywhere, because he's an absolute gun. Some people saying he's one of the best in the AFL. So I'm happy we got him, and as I said, it makes us look a lot better. Horn Francis, man, there was a lot of issues with him. He played really well as well, got us over the line too when we needed him. But the media coming out, I've got a big banana for you, man. All right, I don't know if you want me to say it now or when banana,
Say it now.
Up to you, mate.
We're looking at this game now, so give us the banana
of the week. When he says that we should be dropping Jason Horne-Francis because he reacted to something. Like, take it easy, mate. All right, he's a kid. He's 21 years old. You're not going to drop one of your best players because.
Wait, who said that?
Huh?
Who said that?
Matthew Lloyd, the dickhead.
Oh, is that your banana? Okay.
Big banana. Well, what is wrong? What is wrong with him? So, I just think it's ridiculous. He's a 21, 22-year-old, venting frustration. He was getting niggled all night. I think it was Simpkin that was niggling him, or Curtis. I can't remember who it was, but they were just niggling at the back, hitting him. And he reacted. All right, should he react? He should learn not to react the way he did. But you know what? As I said last week, man, we need a theatre in the game. I love the theatre. So, to say that he should be dropped and that he should be more respectful to Ken Hinkley, man, I'm sure he respects Ken Hinkley. Relax. He respects him. He just, like when he was pulled back into Ken Hinkley because he thought he was finished. It's as easy as that. People read into this shit too much. All right?
Yeah.
They do, man. It's ridiculous. So, good on Horn Francis. If I had it my way, I'd make him play like that every week. If you want to get into a brawl, get into a brawl. If you want to cost us a 50, then so be it. At least you play with your heart, mate, and that's all that matters. So, yeah, that's what I reckon. But as a game, as a spectacle, it wasn't great. I was there. It wasn't great. Like North Melbourne, look, I'll give it to North Melbourne. They in the second half especially, they played hard. They came at us. They were really good physically, and I thought George Wardlaw he's going to be a star. He was really, really good for them. I loved his game. Loved his game. He was every time he touched the ball in that 50, he felt like he was going to score. He scored actually a really nice one from the boundary. So yeah, no respect lost from North Melbourne. Yes, we have the thing with Jason Horne-Francis, but I still think they're a building. I know they've been smashed by a few sides this year, but they've got some weapons and they should trouble a few sides here and there. But it was it was one of those games where the umpires just dictated what happened. Those 4 umpires should never umpire a game again. They shouldn't be allowed to. They shouldn't be allowed. Now, I know not just that game. I think there was a few other games where the umpiring was just
There was other games. Yeah,
the Crows game was pretty bad. I just think overall, as a sport, we're struggling with this, and it frustrates fans. That's the problem. It frustrates fans, and what are you going to do, AFL? You're going to do something about it. I don't know what you do if you make them full time. Who knows? I don't know, but. Yeah,
I seen a good example is I seen a tackle where it was just a pure tackle. They went down together and it was in the back free kick. It's like that's just ridiculous.
That's it.
So bits and pieces like that just doesn't make any sense.
Nah.
The only concern, and I wanted to ask your opinion on this, was their last quarter. Are you concerned about how they're going and they fall away in the last quarter?
Oh, look, it's been a problem this year, 100%. You can't shy away from that. I didn't mind the way we played their last quarter this time. There was a lot of, as I said, the umpiring did dictate the game a lot. But I think we scored 2 goals 5. So if we had scored those behinds, it would have been a different story. We would have actually won that last quarter, but it's a problem. I don't think we lacked endeavour, especially like the last few weeks. I thought it was a lot better this week. I really did. So I say my new seat as well. My partner, she's got a seat down the bottom of the right near the fence. It's like so she's like you can touch them. You know what I mean? Like that's how close you are to the action. So that was really a highlight for me going to the game and. Because I'm normally sitting further back, so to be that close was really cool. So, but it was it's concerning, King, but I think we're in the right direction, and I like the way they're playing. I like some of the defensive actions of like guys like Lockie Jones and even Sava Radigalia was pretty good on the weekend. He leaked a few goals, and Larky did get the better of him.
Lord was good.
Hey?
Lord was good.
Lord was really good. Georgiadis was So
look,
I can't be upset with the 4 points, but but there were some blunders as well, man. There were some blunders on both sides. Like Pal Pepper kicking into the man of the mark. I don't know if you guys saw that. And right in front, like it's just little things like that. Like, Larky missed some sitters as well. So look, I'm not going to give anything away from North Melbourne. They did play a lot. They won the contested ball, and we won the outside ball. So, and we won the inside 50s. But they were tough at it. They were tough. They wanted to win. They really wanted to win. Before we go to the next, whatever we're going to do next. The thing that I don't like, and I disagree with, I don't think Curtis should have got 3 weeks. I think that was a tackle. And it's unfortunate that he hit his head. Like, it's ridiculous. 3 weeks, like, come on, man. Like I don't agree he should have got 3 weeks. Now, I understand they're trying to protect the head, but that's what you get taught when you played footy, to tackle like that. That's how you get taught to tackle. And he actually went sideways to try to protect him. And unfortunately, Sin landed on his head. Which, I don't think Curtis was deliberately trying to do. He was just doing a tackle. So to get 3 weeks, like, what does it send to them? Like, what does it say? Like, you're confusing players now. Like, what are they supposed to do in that situation? I want my boys to be
they're not even hard on the ball anymore because they're too scared to run into each other and smash into each other. So
right.
that's already been That's already been taken out of the game. So
I get they're trying.
and for North Melbourne, that's a massive blow because he's good for 2 to 3 goals, maybe 4 goals a game.
100%, man.
So,
no one wants to see someone
that's-
rubbed out. No one wants to see someone rubbed out because of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he probably would have been. I think he would have been holding the ball if he didn't get concussed.
Hmm. Yep.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway,
I don't agree.
let's go back to Thursday night, and it was an interesting Melbourne and Richmond on Thursday night, and it was 83-63, a 20-point win to Melbourne. I don't know whether you've seen this one, Chris C. I did a watch along. Did I do a watch along on Thursday night to this one? Yeah, I did. And there was a lot of yellow. There wasn't a lot of Melbourne supporters, it didn't seem, again, but the Richmond supporters turned up. So have you still got Melbourne down the bottom of the table there? They didn't really show. Yeah, it's only Richmond, so, you know.
I didn't really get to watch it. I only watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch a little bit of it. It was Melbourne won, didn't they?
They did, yeah. 83-63, 20-point win.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought Melbourne would come out and win that one. So, it's a good win for them. 2 in a row now. So, this is the Melbourne that we expected. Are they out of the woodworks yet? I don't think so. I think we're still going to see some of the worst of Melbourne to come. But look, yeah, they did what they had to do and got the win. I didn't watch the game, so I can't really comment on it. So if you guys want to fill me in, did Petrarca and that play well?
No,
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Johnny Carlton didn't watch it either. What do you reckon, Johnny? Do you reckon Melbourne are sitting down the bottom, and you know they only just got over Richmond, so you know are they going to turn anything around or just mid to bottom of the table?
Look, I reckon a win for that team is so important right now because a win can do anything. Like a win, if you like that win against Fremantle, that was probably their changing. That was probably their momentum change around. Like if your team has momentum, you're going to play different footy than what you've been playing when you don't have momentum. As an example, Carlton, they got their first win against West Coast. They had momentum. Look what they're doing now, the Blues. You can go the same as Melbourne. Look what they did against Freo. They came out against Richmond. But everyone's saying that Richmond was shit, even including me. I only thought Richmond was going to win one game in the season. And look, they've already passed that. Richmond showed a fight. They're not going to be like a West Coast that are just not going to perform every single week. They're actually going to show some fight. They put on 90 points against Brisbane. So that Richmond can score. But as I said, Melbourne was just too good. Like, obviously, Gordon was outstanding. He won the medal. I don't know if you heard, Chris, but he won the medal of the night.
Yep.
He was absolutely outstanding. As I said, Petrarca was pretty good. He kicked some goals, but yeah, like, as I said, I watched a little bit of footy last night, but yeah, it's just to catch up. But as I said, Melbourne. I don't know. The only thing that worries me about Melbourne is their supporters. Like if they can't get enough supporters to the games and they're in a close one, like that's when you depend on the crowd to like get you up and going. You know what I mean? Like they give you that they're like an extra player. The crowd, like there's that go. Like if you hear all these Melbourne supporters saying go, they're gonna like, you know, get excited. But yeah, look, the only thing that's problem at the Melbourne is like, as I said, like they've beat Freo in Melbourne and Richmond. I don't think that's 2 wins I don't think they've won a game yet, which is like, wow, they're back. You know what I mean? Like I still feel like they need to beat a team that's like playing good footy or it's an impressive win. But for now, look, as I said, they've won 2 in a row, so all credits to them, but they're not going to prove me until they beat someone that's in good condition at the moment. So
that's true. Yep. Well, then we went to the 2 games on Friday night. We had Collingwood versus Essendon, 107-66. The Pies are on top of the table for a very good reason. And we had Fremantle and Adelaide, and the Dockers give it to Adelaide, which you would have been very happy about, Chris C.
Yeah. Look, I wasn't actually happy because I think I tipped the Crows in this one. So
That's
You
why
did.
That's
You
why
did.
you never tip against your premiership team.
that's right, 100%. I tipped against them, and I tipped the Crows, and I thought, the Crows were going to be a bit too good for Freo, but yeah, they were. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to the Crows, man. They were this super side for the first 4 weeks of the season, and now they've I don't know what's happened. I don't know.
I did the watch along for this one, and the pressure that Fremantle didn't play like last week. So last week they looked slow. They weren't getting the ball around too fast, too good. This week they came out first quarter, pressure was full on. The hand passing was accurate, the kicking was accurate, and they were just running all circles around Adelaide. So it was a really good pressure game, and they kept up the pressure for the whole 4 quarters. So yeah, it was very impressive performance by the Dockers, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. And that's the Dockers that I thought we're gonna vie for a flag. That's the Dockers I'm talking about, not the one that
That's
played
right.
Melbourne last week.
Like it helps when there's 45,000. It helps when there's 45,000 Fremantle supporters at Optus. So of course
100%.
that's got to be an advantage. So
100%. And when you've got that support, as Johnny Carlton was saying, it lifts you. The crowd plays an important part. And this is the problem with Melbourne. When there's nothing there to lift you, they're going to struggle. So it's not sometimes all about, because pretty much every team's pretty even. Like, yeah, there are some teams that are better than each other, but the comp's very even. So I think that the crowd does play a big factor, 100%.
it does.
But yeah, Crows lost, and then the other game that you talked about, the Collingwood game. I was surprised that Essendon were actually taking it to them. As soon as the rain stopped, Essendon looked like a good side, but as soon as the rain started, Collingwood just, I don't know, they were just so much better. At playing in the wet. So yeah, and it did rain for majority of that game, so Collingwood were the better team. They were just more skillful, when the crunch came, they just executed a lot better than Essendon. But I'll give it to Essendon, man. They surprised me, and I thought they were pretty good in that, in stages of that game, and they actually hit the front at one point. I'm like, okay, here we go, the Bombers. And then, then Collingwood just got on top as soon as it started raining as well. So, not sure.
It was.
Yeah. Not sure if that's a factor, but yeah, they played really well in the wet. It was like they were playing dry weather footy in the wet, Collingwood.
It was.
But then when it stopped raining, they were struggling. Like, that's when Essendon got on top.
That's right.
Yeah. I thought Josh Dacos was a really good side bottom. He won the medal. He was good too. I thought De Goey was good, especially early parts of that game. Who else
Nick
was really
captaining
good?
for the first time was really good. So
Who?
yeah, good effort. Nick Dacos was the captain for the first time.
Yeah, Elliott as well. Nick Dacos was the captain. Yeah, Elliott was really good. Bobby Hill. Yeah, Elliott. I mean, Elliott could have won the medal. He won. What was it? 5? Was it 4 or 5 goals?
5 goals.
Yeah,
Yep.
5 goals. Why can't we hear Johnny Carlton? What's happened to his voice?
You're on mute, Johnny Carlton.
Bloody hell, technical difficulties.
There we go.
No, he came second, Elliot.
Yeah. He had a case, man. He had a case. I thought Josh Dacos could have won it too. He was really good too.
Mm.
I thought Josh Dacos was good.
A lot of players could have won it, but yeah, obviously they side bottom. I thought side bottom was fantastic. I thought he should have won.
He was. So.
And Johnny Carlton getting and Essendon being beaten by 41 points, is that not surprising or?
Mate, I told you all along, mate. I told you before the season, all the Essendon fans, they're all just hype at the moment. Like, they had a good preseason.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since. You know what I mean? Like, as I said, like, I was like, obviously, you boys know I was in Sydney when this game was happening, and I could hear the TV, and the Essendon fans, when the Essendon fans got to the Essendon fans on the camera, they looked completely dead. Like, you're 2 goals behind. Like, lift your boys up. The game's not over yet. Like, I feel like they're just giving up way too easily, the Bombers. I feel like it's like when it's game time, like, go. Like, it's like against West Coast. Like, they nearly fumbled that too. It's just...
They nearly did. Yeah.
But look, as I said, as much as I don't want to admit it, Collingwood are the best team in the comp right now. And who's going to stop them? I have no clue, because if you think it's Geelong this week, definitely not happening. After I saw Geelong live, it is definitely not happening. So
they're in good form.
Yeah.
Collingwood are in good form right now. It is a long season. Let's not jump the gun and say premiership favourites, but they are. But
they are.
They are premiership favourites now, but it is a long season, so we'll see.
Who can beat them? Tell me who can beat them.
Well, let's talk about that team that might be able to.
What?
Huh?
I think Gold Coast could give them a run.
Okay, well, you can't say Brisbane because they've already beat Brisbane in the Gabba, so you can't say Brisbane.
Maybe Gold Coast.
Yeah, true. I was going to say Brisbane, but yeah.
Gold Coast? Gold Coast can't even beat Richmond in Marvel Stadium. How do you think they're going to go against Collingwood at the MCG?
Yeah, true.
Another team, I know they've beaten them, but someone that could challenge them down the track with the Bont, I think the Bulldogs, once I can see them challenging them.
Dogs, maybe. You reckon Carlton can challenge him?
I don't know.
I think they might. Maybe they could.
I did like what I saw with Carlton. I was very surprised how good they were. They were fantastic.
Exactly.
Man. You got to be proud of that effort, man. You got to be proud of what you saw.
Oh well, you would have heard it about it on Sunday, so that's my full thing out there. But look, as I said, it is what it is. Like, this is why you never tip against your premiership side, Chris C. You had Freo for the flag, and you can't even let them beat Adelaide, and you despise Adelaide, and you still tip them.
Oh, no.
That's right, exactly. You broke all the rules. So yeah.
All right.
Anyway, Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, it was the Lions versus St Kilda, 118-73. They played at Marvel Stadium. It was a Brisbane win by 45 points. And lots of controversy. The coach ripping into a number of players on the sideline, all sorts of things going on there. And St Kilda have got this bad habit, and I was talking to Sanger about it, that they're just bombing it up in the air. And we've seen that with Carlton and with Port Adelaide, when they just don't know what to do and they just bomb it up in the air. And it's a recipe for disaster. So they did score 73 points against the Lions, give them credit, but yeah, the Lions too good for Saints. So did you see any of this one or hear anything about what went on, Chris?
What was I doing Saturday? Can't remember what I was doing. I can't even remember what I was doing. But
you were going out to somewhere?
I can't remember.
You had the Port game.
Oh, was it the Port game? That's where I was. Yeah, I was at
the Port game. Yeah.
I was at the Port game. Yeah. What can I say? St Kilda, they had a good few weeks in that first part of the season, and I think their true colours are starting to show. So, yeah, it's unfortunate for them. I'm not sure what you're talking about with this stuff on the boundary. What happened?
I didn't see it either.
Oh, okay.
So two players were on the bench, and Ross Lyon goes down to the sideline and just absolutely rips into him about whatever, because he was so pissed off with the way that they were playing. So
I think this one was a shit umpired game as well. So that's what I heard.
He can't coach. He can't coach. I'm sorry, Ross Lyon. His days are over.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's sad, man. What's happening in St Kilda? They had some promise in the beginning, but yeah, I think Miller and maybe Higgins are probably the two guys.
So Dan is saying Ross sprayed Hugo Garcia.
Oh, right.
Subbed him off in the second quarter, and he was pissed off about it.
Early sub, jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad for St Kilda and their fans. Same shit, different year. That's what
Yeah.
And Brisbane just keep marching on. They had that loss last week against Collingwood, but they did what they had to do, and they beat a team that was in pretty good form. I mean, I know they lost a lot the week before against the Dogs, but before that they were pretty in good form, St Kilda. So to come over to Marvel where they're not actually, that good. Brisbane normally don't play well historically at Marvel, so to do what they did is pretty impressive. So it's more I can say, man. I didn't really watch it, so I can't really comment on it. But yeah, St Kilda
That's all right.
supporters, yeah. But yeah, and Brisbane keep marching on. That's all I can say about it.
There we go. All right, no worries. Well, I did make it home from my afternoon out on Saturday, and I did get to do a watch along with GWS and the Western Bulldogs. And I've got to say, the Western Bulldogs are very impressive.
Why is your watch?
What are you laughing about, Chris? What?
Danny goes, Johnny, why is your wardrobe open? Oh, it's funny, man. What was it? Which game was it? The GWS?
Yeah, so it was Western Bulldogs versus GWS. Now, there is something dramatically wrong with GWS at the moment. I don't know what it is. The last 2 weeks, the Western Bulldogs, GWS led by 30 points in the first 2 quarters, and in the third quarter, I don't know what Bevo said to the boys, but they've come out and absolutely poleaxed GWS, and the final score was 113-81. The Western Bulldogs won by 32 points at Canberra. So it was a absolutely magnificent performance by the Dogs, and they put GWS to the sword.
Yeah, the Bulldogs look scary, man. Ever since that St Kilda game, far out. Watch out. We got them this week, and I'm actually a bit worried. So they're looking really good, and to beat GWS, that's there's problems at GWS, man. Definitely some problems there.
There is. Yep.
Yeah. There's definitely
they had no run. They were making mistakes. They were turning it over. They just couldn't. Like Toby Green was trying his hardest.
Yeah.
But the coach was just frustrated with the way they were playing. So yeah.
Yeah.
And that's Johnny Carlton's premiership team. So what is going on with the Tsunami, Johnny Carlton?
Mate, they're fumbling, mate. The Tsunamis are slowing down. I don't know what's happening. Slowing down. See, at least I tipped my premiership team, but it's all right. I'll lose the tip. That's fine. But yeah, no, look, Doggies, mate. Ever since Modern Pelly's come back into that side, it's just a game changer.
It's like what Butters has done to Port, like has changed them a bit. But I reckon Bontempelli's even done more with the Bulldogs. So
don't get used to that because Butters is going to Collingwood next year. So you better.
You wish, my friend. You wish. Actually, you don't wish. You don't want that. You don't.
I'm just saying the truth, mate. I'm just saying the truth.
There we go. And then we went to Sunday and the final 3 games, and this was another shock. I did the watch along to this one. The Gold Coast Suns versus Sydney Swans, 117-79. The Gold Coast have thrashed the Swans by 38 points. Now, Sydney were leading in the first half, or in the first, I think it was the first half or the first quarter, and absolutely were on top of the Suns. And then they've just come out and absolutely poleaxed the Swans. They just had nothing, and this has been consistent for weeks now. Sydney have got nothing in the second half. I don't know what's going
on. Before I comment on that, Danny goes, after the wardrobe incident, Johnny isn't thinking straight.
He's rattled.
Oh, that's great.
I
Oh,
closed the wardrobe. It's closed.
yeah, Swans got 10 goals, kicked on them straight. No, it was actually 12 goals, 12 goals, Dusty. So it was 12 goals, kicked on them.
Yep.
Yeah, unbelievable from Gold Coast to do that. Like, not many teams can just do
No.
that on the trot. Does it say more about Gold Coast, or does it say more about Sydney and how depleted they are? I think for me it says more about Sydney.
Or how poorly coached are they?
Don't know, man. Like, Sydney were on fire last year. They've lost a few players. They're down in form. Warner's not the same player he was last year. I think Heaney got injured. Did Heaney get injured? Pretty sure he did.
He did? Yes,
Yeah?
he did.
What did he have? I didn't look it up. What did Heaney have?
No, I'm not sure. Not sure.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, they just look like a shell of what they were last year. And it's, yeah.
They do.
Happens to a lot of teams that get blown out of the water in a grand final. And it's happening to Sydney again. So, yeah, it's I don't know if Coxie's going to be able to turn this one around. Maybe in the back end of the season, he might get some players back, and he could do it. But it's going to be tough ass from here. What is he? What, 2 and 4? Is he 2 and 4? No, 2 and 5. 2 and 5.
2 and 5. Yeah.
2 and 5.
2 and 5.
That's hard. That's hard. Yeah, that's tough. And Gold Coast keep marching on. It's hard to read them this week against the Lions. If they can beat the Lions at the Gabba, then I'm going to be telling them they're the real deal. They're one of the real deals.
They're the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they can beat the Lions, then they're at Collingwood's level, I think. What do you reckon?
They lost
No.
to Richmond.
Oh, yeah, they did. I forgot that, man.
Are you not be-
But
are-
so
are
did
you not
Carlton.
forgetting that?
Carlton lost to Richmond too.
Yeah, but we're not as good as what Gold Coast are right now.
No, you're not.
No,
That's what the ladder shows. We are not good as what Gold Coast did, but
that's right.
they
Yeah.
can't even beat Richmond in Melbourne. How do they expect to beat Brisbane at the Gabba?
The thing that I look at is, I thought that too, bro. That's the way I was thinking when we played Hawthorn, and look what happened. I had no idea. Like, every game's different, man. So I
Yeah.
think they're good enough. Can they string it together is the question, but time will tell.
That's right. Well, I'm going to skip the next game, but I'm going to go to the last game and talk about the next game last. Hawthorn gave it to West Coast as we thought they were going to do. 124 to 74. Hawthorn won by 50 points. Not the cleanest and most pure performance by Hawthorn against the bottom of the table team. But they got the win and they kicked away with it in the end. Pretty much expected.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch this one, but I heard that a lot of commentators were saying how Hawthorn wasn't like, the scoreboard looks like it's a convincing win, but they reckon it wasn't as convincing as it wasn't as convincing as it seemed. So don't know.
They just got it done. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, yeah. So I'm not sure if that's warning signs for Hawthorn. I don't think so, but I'm not sure what else happened in the game. West Coast, they're just West Coast, mate. Like, they're not anything special. Sorry, GT. I know you're probably listening, but I can't stand Hawthorn. I would have laughed if they had lost, but I didn't. So here I am.
Yep. There we go. And then the game of the weekend was Carlton versus Geelong. It was Carlton with the victory, 94 to 76, and Carlton won by 18 points. All I can say is thank God Carlton played 4 quarters and Carlton had pressure and they played like a team. That's what I like to see out of this game. And all they've got to do is those 3 things and they will continue to win.
Yeah, I watched this one. From the opening bounce, you saw Carlton were up for it. I was a bit worried after half time, like so in the third quarter, like Geelong got 2 goals. I was like, oh no, not this again. I'll probably the same thing that I'm saying now. Johnny Carlton would have said it because the second half fade outs is what's killed Carlton in the last in the first few weeks of the season, really. So I was thinking, huh?
Whatever you're saying, just imagine swear words involved with that too, and that's what I was getting.
And that's what I was imagining when I was watching it, and I was like, oh, not this. How can they do this again? Because you could just sense that Geelong were going to come out, but they didn't, man. Like Carlton's pressure was just elite, and they just didn't stop. It was relentless. Geelong couldn't breathe. They squeezed them. You know what I mean? Every contest was a fight. Like there was no clean ball for Geelong. They just found it so hard to connect, especially when they were going inside 50. Like I thought Wiedering was fantastic. I thought De Koning in the ruck was really good. And then I thought Harry. I thought he played his best quarter of footy for the year in that last quarter. Do you agree, Johnny?
Yeah. Harry was phenomenal.
He stood up in that, especially in that last quarter, and really played a really good game. So, and then and I don't know, Geelong they were very loose as well. Like the Carlton forwards were just finding so much space. I remember like every time a Carlton player would kick it inside 50, Kerno was always free. Like always, like it's like how do you keep one of the best forwards in the game free? Like just out the back, and it was just for a Carlton supporter, man, it's like awesome. So they played really well, and Geelong, I'm not saying they're a good side. So for Carlton to come out and do that to a good side, that's they're back. You can't say they're not back. They're back. So. Big test for them this week. I know coming over to Adelaide's always a tough task, but they won here a few weeks ago, and if they beat the Crows over here, then it's gonna really start to get juicy for the Blues for sure. I think Johnny Carlton said that so right. Like even though they were in bad form, they needed those games against those bottom sides to lift them, and that's exactly what's happened. They've got form back. Sometimes that's what you need. It wasn't the game against West Coast wasn't pretty. Yeah, they beat them at the end. They really showed at the end, but it wasn't a pretty game. Like, I remember watching that game going, oh man, Carlton don't look that great. But last week they played North Melbourne, and you could see, it looks better. And then it just all gelled again. Three weeks down the track, just gelled. So no, they look good, man. Hey,
you know what's gonna be better when we beat Adelaide? Dan's house, because he just put his house on it, and I'll take his keys any day of the week. So Dan, thank you, mate. You just put your house on it.
Carlton won 60, dude. You're never gonna see that by You're never gonna see that by.
Oh
man, that's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a very interesting game. But Geelong also have an interesting game, and they're an interesting one. They're a very interesting one. I did like Dangerfield. I do like when he gets the ball, man. He demands it, and I love the way he plays. Even though
I liked Tim's comment just then. I liked Tim's comment.
Tim, I told you weeks ago, Carlton would come good. This is the first 50-50 game they won, only one behind where they should be. One game
where
behind.
We should be.
There you go. There you go.
We are one game behind where we should be.
Yeah, there you go. So, it is a long season, and this is what we have to realise. It's a long season, and things are not going to go right all the time. There are good teams out there, and they're going to get runs, and sometimes you're not going to win all of them. Maybe it's better to have a rough start than, a shit ending. So we'll see what happens. Carlton's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. So, congrats, man. Good win. I did not tip you. I did not tip you.
Well done.
I don't know how J-Con pulled that out of his ass, but seriously, Blues are back, baby. Blues are back.
A quick question. Thoughts on Paul Curtis' suspension? I did mention before, I think it's ridiculous. 3 weeks.
If Crows win, I'll buy a port scarf. Love to hear it, Dan. Love to hear it, mate.
If Port win, if Crows win, oh my God. They might win, man. Don't say that. All right. Is that the round?
All right. That is the round.
It is the round. Yep. Do we have a banana of the week?
Oh, we have a big banana of the week.
All right. You want to put the graphic up, Chris C? Have you got any? Have you got that?
Yeah, man. Hold on. Oh shit. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Johnny Carlton's banana of the week.
Johnny Carlton's round 7 banana of the week. So this is actually I'm gonna turn my phone around so you guys can see.
Hang on a sec. There we go.
Blow you up?
Okay.
Johnny Carlton's round 7 banana of the week. So I'm gonna turn my phone around so you guys can see something. All right.
Okay.
All right. So this happened in the North Melbourne Port Adelaide game, guys. So there's a player here called Darcy Tucker. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we can see.
He played 70%, nearly 70% time on ground, right? Can you see that?
Is it? Oh, it's a bit blurry. Does that say 69?
69,
Oh,
yes.
we got
Your favourite number?
How much? He's played 70% time on ground. How much disposals do you think this guy got?
15.
To 22.
Nah, 15.
This is how many disposals he got.
9.
9.
0.
0.
0.
0
9.
disposals. See the disposal column?
Oh.
0.
0.
What? For 70%
Disposal.
of game time?
He played 70% of game time and he got 0 disposals. How? How do you play a game of footy, play 70%
Without
of
touching the
game
ball?
time and get 0 disposals? Like, he wasn't even the sub. Like, he got subbed off in the 4th quarter. Fair enough. But you played 3 quarters and you were tagging Rosie the whole time and Rosie has 30 disposals and you have 0.
Wow.
This guy's a banana, mate. What a banana. Mate, I get it. I get it how, like, this, like, now the game opens up so freely. Like, you have to run into space to get a position. Back in the olden days, it was contested footy. But now it's completely different. To get 0 disposals on 70% time a game, the sub came on, he got 3 disposals in 18% game time.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well.
Darcy Tucker, you are my round 7 banana of the week, you Fruit Loop.
Tim
great.
said Cam Mooney got premiership medal with no possessions.
How does that work, Johnny? How does he get 0? How does that work?
If he does not get dropped next week, I don't know what the hell, mate. I don't know. How can you run around for three quarters and not get a touch? Even a handball.
Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that one. So not even a handball. Not even
nothing.
Nothing.
And
did he get any tackles? He must have got some tackles.
No tackle. Oh yeah. Okay. So he got 9 points, fantasy points. He got 0 disposals, 0 kicks, 0 handballs, 0 marks. He got 3 tackles, and that was it.
Jeez.
And you had Josh Shin and Zane Dersma. Josh Shin played 16% game time, and he got 3 disposals. And this guy was more than freaking 65% on game time, and he gets 0. The Fruit Loop.
Team Hunter goes, you should call it donut of the week.
Mate.
Because it's 0.
Yeah, mate, there's a banana donut. If there's a banana donut, that goes to him this week. I tell you right now. Anyways.
King, did you have a donut? Did you have a donut? Did you have a banana as well?
I did have a banana, but I forgot who my banana was. So I'll have to wait till next week. But I think it was in one of the early games, either the Thursday night or Friday night game, and I can't remember now. So anyway, they'll get away with not being a banana, but they were, whoever they were.
All right.
All right. Round 8. Let's go. I need to get.
Oh, you got no rant or anything else? Bowl call?
No, mate.
You got the bowl call coming up?
Yeah, I've got the bowl call coming up. No, but
All right, let's have a look. Round 8. All right, Thursday night.
Sorry.
Or are you going? You're going.
We got our HFD AFL tipping as well. I forgot to
go.
our tipping.
All right,
Here we go.
let's go.
Wait, I am not prepared. Can you guys talk about something while I just calculate the results?
Yeah,
One
no
second.
worries.
Yeah, that's okay.
How was the watch-alongs, man?
The watch-alongs were good.
We can answer some questions here. So
yeah, answer some questions for sure.
Swans need a win. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
He's mate. He has got the grand final tickets ready because the Blues have won 3 in a row. He has. There's a colour.
Who's that?
There's a colour of the week. Oh no! There's a colour of the week. Oh no!
There's a colour of the week.
Guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Give us a like. Give us a follow on TikTok if you are brand new. Thanks for the hearts and the love hearts. Thank you so much. And the roses. Any more questions?
Okay, I'm
All right,
ready.
here we
All right, do your thing.
All right, so this was a big week. Okay, so first spot, I don't know how he does it, but he got 8 this week. Jay Crom, he's on 43 tips. In second place, he also got 8 tips this week. Only freaking let me down was freaking St Kilda because I tipped them as my bold call of the week. Is Johnny Carlton, and he's on 40. Third place, on 38 tips, is Chris C. And in fourth spot on 36 tips is King of the North.
Jeez, you're gonna have to get me act together.
You had a terrible week, King. I don't know. You tipped Geelong, you tipped Adelaide, you tipped not a good week for you.
I know.
All right.
I know. And I'm not wearing a Melbourne jersey, that's for sure. So I've got to pull my finger out.
You better. All right, round 8. Let's go.
Round 8. All right. Thursday night, the 1st of May. Hey?
Sorry?
Does number 1 get a prize?
We should. We'll discuss that off stream.
Off air. All right.
Off air. All right. Thursday night, 1st of May. It is Essendon versus North Melbourne at Marvel Stadium.
Oh,
It is 12th versus 17th. And I think I've already declared that I'm not going to do a watch along to this for so many reasons. But who are we tipping? Is Essendon going to stand up and knock over North, or this is North's home ground? So
this is absurd. Like, how the fuck does AFL fuck this up? Who wants to see Essendon and North Melbourne on prime time footy
on a Thursday night? Put them on a Saturday night. Yeah,
put them on a Sunday freaking early game. No one cares about this game, anyways. Chris, see who you going? Essendon or North?
Oh, this is tough, man. Watched North last week. They haven't got Curtis though. Is he a big loss? But then they haven't got.
He's good for 3 goals every week.
Yeah, I know. I said I was never going to tip North Melbourne.
That's what I said as well.
But it is Essendon. You know what? I'm going Bombers. Yeah.
Chris, King of the North?
Yeah, Bombers for me as well. Not confidently, but I also said that I wasn't going to tip North again.
Yeah, well, look,
100%.
I agree with both of you. I'm not confident at all. I could see North Melbourne winning this, but I'm going Essendon. As much as I don't want to, I'm going them because I think there's another.
I was about to go North Melbourne, but I was like, nah, I'll go Essendon.
Yeah.
All right, next game, Friday night.
Another magical AFL draw. Friday night prime time. We've got St Kilda and Fremantle. So just absolute shambles this round. At Marvel Stadium again. St Kilda's home ground. Dockers are coming across 13th versus 9th. What do you reckon?
I'm going to go Freo. I can't go against my premiers, so yeah, Freo for the win here.
King of the North.
Yeah, Fremantle for me as well, if they play as well as they did last weekend.
I think Kilda won my bold call of the week last week. They're definitely not going to be my bold call this week, so I'm going Freo as well.
Okay.
Next game.
All right, Saturday, the 3rd of May. We have 4 games on Saturday. So the big thing that I found was a problem on Sunday was the games just rolled into each other. So it was really like if we want to do a watch along to 3 games, we can't because you just and this is the same thing's going to happen this Saturday as well, I reckon. So Western, the Bulldogs versus Port Adelaide at 1:20 p.m. It is at Mars Stadium at Ballarat. Probably
Are you going?
Didn't get tickets, no.
Couldn't get tickets because at Ballarat
It's sold out.
They're renovating the stands and it's limited tickets and only Western Bulldogs people got it. It's bullshit, man. I can't believe
we couldn't go.
Heaps of people missing out.
That's it. So 8th versus 10th, and the Bulldogs play very well here. What do you reckon, Chris C?
Yeah, I'm worried about this one. I think the Bulldogs are, they're a good side. Very, very worried about this game. But I was worried about the Hawthorn game, wasn't I? So, Port Adelaide, to get the chocolates, I'm going to back my team.
Good boy. Good boy.
I'm backing my team. Now, I'm not confident, though, because the Bulldogs are in very good form. So, I won't be surprised if we do lose it. But, I've got to back my boys after winning 3 in a row. So, Port, not by much. Big close one. King?
There we go. Two reasons from what I've seen last week of the Bulldogs, how impressive they were, and also being at Ballarat. So I'm going to go to the Bulldogs on this one.
Going Doggies too?
Yep.
Yeah, don't blame you guys.
Look, I agree with the King. I'm going the Bulldogs. They just played Ballarat way too good, and I don't think Port Adelaide's been there in a while, so they're going to get used to the ground too. But, Bontempelli's back, so, Bulldogs for me.
Next game we go to is over to Adelaide Oval. It is Adelaide Crows versus Carlton. 4:15. It is 5th versus 11th. And Chris C.
I already put in my tip, but you boys go.
This is a tough one, man, because Crows are a bit down in form. Pretty sure Did Hinge get suspended? Did he win his suspension?
No, they're all tomorrow.
Oh.
Adam Chera got suspended too, but
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, but Hinge is a key player at the back. So, dude, I'm sorry, Johnny. I just think at home, if it was at the MCG, I'd go Carlton, but I just think the Crows at home, but. I'll be happy, mate. If you guys win, I'll be happy. I'll be if you guys win, I'll be celebrating. Trust me. So, Crows for me.
For me, Carlton's turned the corner, and I'm back on the Blues.
Beautiful. Well, as I said, you would not want to play Carlton right now because we are in that form. If you were playing Carlton in the first couple of games, I would understand. But Carlton are in red-hot form at the moment, and Adelaide do not want to verse Carlton at the moment. So, obviously, you know my tip. I'm going to the Blue Boys. No one tipped Carlton last week against Geelong except for me and Jacob. We proved the doubters wrong again. We'll do it again this week. So, Carlton for me, and we'll be back in the 8 where we belong after the week. So go the Baggers, and let's go.
Hey, good luck, and Dusty Crow goes, shut up, Chris. I had to, man. Anyway.
That's it.
Collingwood Geelong.
We've got two games back to back on Saturday night, so well done AFL there as well. Collingwood and Geelong first versus seventh. And what are you gonna do here, Chris C?
I'm gonna go the Pies. They're just in red hot form. Does Darcy Moore come back in this?
I'm pretty sure he does.
Yeah, so bolsters their defense. They're looking pretty good at the moment. No real injuries. I mean, they got Schutzers out, but I think they're just going to be too good for Geelong. I think Geelong will be closer than everyone thinks. I think Geelong will come back, but I think Collingwood just got too much. Yeah, they're just seeing too good a form at the moment. So yeah, Collingwood for me.
In the North?
Collingwood for me as well.
And I'm going Collingwood as well.
Then at the same time, over at Optus Stadium, we've got West Coast Eagles versus Melbourne, 18th versus 15th. And Melbourne have to travel over to the West. So could the West Coast Eagles sneak a sneaky win in? What do you reckon, Chrissy?
I'll start off first.
Oh, you'll start off first?
If I can, because I don't want my spotlight to be stolen.
You can.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Johnny Carlton's Round 8 Bold Call of the Week.
Bold Call of the Week.
Oh, wrong one.
Look, he's not in great form with his bold calls, but you never know. It's got to start somewhere.
Exactly. Johnny Carlton, Bold Call of the Week. West Coast will get their first win this week against Melbourne.
Jeez, that is a bold call.
I'm one in 16 bold calls at the moment, so not going too well, but I'm going West Coast. I think that they'll bounce back.
Wow.
Oh no, I went Giants against Collingwood. I'm 2 and 5 in my bold calls.
2 and 5. Chrissy?
Going West Coast.
Oh, this is a tough one, man. Do I follow the bold call or do I go the Melbourne Demons? Where they playing? They're playing at in Perth. I'm gonna go with Dam. Dam goes D's by 25. I'm going D's by 25.
No worries. King of the North.
GT, I'm going to jump on West Coast one more time, and I'm going West Coast.
Beautiful. Joining the bold call. I love it.
All right. Next.
All right. Sunday the 4th of May. First game is at 1:10. It is the local derby. Sydney Swans at the SCG against GWS Giants. 14th versus 6th.
I'm going to go.
Proceed.
Yeah, I think GWS bounced back here. They would have got a big spray from Adam Kingsley. And I think they're in better form and a better side right now than Sydney. So, yeah, GWS for me.
King of the North?
The Giants for me as well.
And the Orange Tsunami is coming back this week, boys. Giants for me
Coming
too.
back.
Orange Tsunami.
It's coming back.
All right.
All right, 3:20 at the MCG. It is Hawthorn versus Richmond, 4th versus 16th. And Chris C.
I've got to go Hawks, even though I don't want to. I'd love to see Richmond beat the Hawks. It'll be great. It's like, but no, the Hawks are going to be too good for the Tigers, unfortunately.
King of the North, Hawthorn.
Hawks for me. Yeah, Hawks for me.
And I went Hawthorn too.
Is that it? Is that the round?
No, one more game.
No, one more. Then we've got the local derby up in Queensland, 7:20 p.m. It is the Lions versus the Suns. Second versus third. Could you believe we're saying second versus third?
Sunday
for the Lions and the Suns?
Sunday night footy.
Sunday night footy. 7:20. Yep.
Sorry, I don't have the graphic for that. This is tough. This is tough. I'm gonna go Brisbane just because Sydney Yeah, Sydney. I saw what Sydney done to Gold Coast in that first half, and if Brisbane do the same thing, then I think Gold Coast will have enough to come back because I just think they're a more damaging side. So yeah, Brisbane for me.
King of the North.
Oh no!
I'd love to go one way, but I just know that the Lions can play really good footy in the third and fourth quarter at the Gabba. So I need to get my tips up. So I'm going to tip the Lions. But if the Suns won, that'd be pretty bloody good too.
Oh no! Well, if the Suns win, it's like I reckon they're up there. If they can beat Brisbane.
100%.
They're the real deal. They're one of the real, to make finals at least. What's wrong, Johnny?
We should do that watch along if we're available, Chris C.
We'll see, man. We might be too busy,
drinking pina coladas.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going Brisbane.
Were you gonna go? Were you gonna go Suns?
I was about to write Suns in my tips, but just last minute change to Brisbane.
If it was on the Gold Coast at People's First Stadium, would you go Gold Coast?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a cracker. That one will be a cracker. So.
There's a lot of good games this week. I think Brisbane Gold Coast is a cracker game. I think Carlton Adelaide is another cracker game, and I think Collingwood Geelong is going to be a cracker game.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I will be in Melbourne to see the King of the North and Johnny Carlton. So if you see me around, if you're from Melbourne, say hello. I will be. What game are we going to, King?
I don't know yet. Maybe the Hawks game.
The Hawks? Oh my God!
Well, that's the only one that's left. That's the only one that's left. The rest are. We have to go to unless we go back to Adelaide and go to the Carlton game.
Too, man. Trust me, they'll be sold out too.
It will be. Yeah. I know.
Go say hi to Lockie for me when you're at the Hawthorn game.
Is he going to be there?
Of course he's going to be there.
All right, no worries. I'll go say hello.
See, you won't miss him.
All these. I have to put a disguise on. All the Hawks supporters hate me.
Yeah, they do. They'll know you. They know you're walking around. There's that bloke from HFD Footy.
there's that Dingleberry from HFD Footy.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah.
I just won't wear my.
Can we stream the Port game? We'll see. We'll have to see what's happening.
We'd love to go to it, but yeah, we're gonna watch it. There's no doubt about that.
What watch-alongs are we doing this week?
Well, because I'm gonna be there, it's gonna be different.
It is going to be different, yeah. So probably not Thursday night this week. Let me just have a look.
Yeah, Thursday night is a shit game.
Well,
Friday night's not the best game either. I'd like to do Western Bulldog. Sorry,
while you're thinking about it in your head, I'm going to say a quick announcement so you can keep thinking about the games you're going to go to that you're going to stream. I've got a big announcement, guys. It's been a long time coming, and it's never happened on the HFD show ever. But Johnny Carlton will probably be doing his first Carlton watch-along on the HFD show.
When?
Saturday.
Which one?
Against Adelaide. I'm gonna be at home watching it by myself for the first time. My cousins can't join me for the first time.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And I want to do a watch-along, and I've never done a Carlton watch-along, so this could be very interesting.
Oh no!
Well, are you going to watch the Bulldogs and Port game as well?
When's that?
That's before the Adelaide game.
Well,
it's at 1:20. It just depends whether you're available or not. Like we'll do it. We'll do a watch along for Western Bulldogs and Port, and then we'll go straight into Adelaide and Carlton. on Saturday.
I don't know. We have to talk off stream because I don't know when we're catching up and everything. So let's just talk off
We'll
stream.
catch up Sunday.
Yeah.
But you're going to the Hawthorn Richmond game.
No, we're probably not.
I'm probably gonna get into a fight there, man. It's not worth it.
Exactly.
No, I
yeah.
won't get into a fight.
And Saturday night, we probably should do the watch along for Collingwood and Geelong. I would think.
I've got a birthday party. Once that Carlton Adelaide game finishes, I need to leave. So
I know. But Chris isn't available Friday night. He's got his party, your 21st, you're going to, isn't it? Friday?
Yeah, maybe on Sunday morning we meet up.
okay.
What time's the game on Sunday? The Hawthorn game? Like 3:30.
3:20.
3:20. Yeah.
Morning, bro.
Yeah, okay, but it's like I've got a birthday party. I'm going to be drinking, but don't worry, I'll wake up early. I'll have a little bit of a hangover.
If we meet up like 12 o'clock, 11, 12 o'clock, it's all right.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'll have a bit of a sleep.
So I reckon if we try and do the watch along for Brisbane and Gold Coast on Sunday night at 7:20, then we've got all Sunday free.
So you want to do that instead of after the game?
No. But we can't do after the game until Monday because it's going to be too late. The game's going to go till 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like you've got to wait till the games are finished before we can do after the game.
We should do after the game all toget's
We will. Yeah, on Monday. Because Chris is still going to be here on Monday.
Wait, when does are you going to a birthday party on Saturday? Oh, that sucks, man. We could have done get Johnny Carlton live, losing his marbles or going crazy to that one or whatever.
Well, you will. You'll see in the fourth quarter of the watch along.
We want to do some new filming as well. Bit of fresh filming as well without pissing down rain.
Yeah.
Oh, have you guys checked the weather?
It's going to be okay. It's going to be nice.
Should be good.
Like sunny, but over a bit of cloud. So.
All right. Well, I'm going to be very busy this week, but that's all right. I'll fit it in the schedule. All right. If you want to do the Brisbane Gold Coast watch along on Sunday night, I think I can fit it in. But
Tim's just got an HFD production meeting live on air.
Oh no. Oh,
all right, let's talk off stream, guys. Let's just end the show and let's just talk off stream.
You're all Tim. You're all part of the family now. So you get involved with all the action about what we're doing. So that's how we roll.
Breaking
kayfabe.
He's a wrestling. That's a wrestling term. All right,
guys.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming in to the show. It's been a great show. Can't wait to come over to Melbourne and meet these two legends. Hang out with them. Good luck to everyone in their footy tipping, their footy teams. Any final words, gentlemen?
Yeah, just put your notifications on YouTube so you know when we're going live. But we'll probably do watch alongs for the three big games. So
are we going to
be ready for those?
Answer any questions?
No. Yeah, we can answer questions.
Right.
Well, Johnny Carlton can go, but yeah. Oh no, we'll lose all the boxes if he goes. So
yeah.
All right,
just
2 minutes.
I've got a quick phone call incoming. 1 second. Hello.
Oh, no.
Yes. I've heard that Adelaide Crows supporters have ordered 30 boxes of apricot slices. Just letting you know, they're going to probably need it by half time.
And some tissues as well. I heard as well.
No. I don't know if you sell tissues as well, but they're going to need some tissues as well. Thank you in advance. Just tell me how much it is, and as we always say, up the bloody baggers. So go the baggers.
There you go.
There's your call.
All right.
Hot off the press.
In Ballarat. We'll see you in Ballarat.
Are we ending the show? What are we doing? I'm so confused. What are we doing?
Oh no! Oh, you guys are funny. All right,
Any
guys.
questions, guys? Before we, I hear Vossi is one bad game away from getting sacked. Is that true, Johnny Carlton?
No.
No. I think he's redeemed himself. 10 likes. Thank you, Reed, for counting the likes again tonight. Always with us.
And also,
GT's over from WA. Tim's been ripping him with the comments tonight, so thank you, Tim.
And also, Dusty Crow goes, go the Crows and beat Johnny Carlton. There you go.
There we go.
All right,
And
guys.
Dam's going for Carlton as well by 60.
Darcy Tucker not playing 2 weeks in a row. Is that right?
Well, he got 0 disposals, so he better not play next week because that would be crucial.
I can't believe that, man. That's crazy. Wow.
We'll keep an eye. We'll put him in the Sam Flanders bucket. You know,
Yeah.
We will.
give him a mention every week.
All right, guys.
All right, boys.
Take care. Spike your hair. Remember,
Spike your hair.
Stay hunky.
Stay hunky.
guys.